Are you on the edge of your seat? Were you waiting? You waiting? So we've got stuff. I can't click anything. I can kind of click things, but I can't. But we know there's some evidence here. So let's look for some evidence. Ooh. It was blood. Apparently synthetic blood, I am told. From things that know. So we need to try and find a sacrifice to put in here, because we obviously don't have one, and we're not going to sacrifice ourselves. So what do we do? Well, if you recall some other stuff that we took from Italy, we have this preserved heart. So why don't we go ahead and throw that in there? See what we get back. Yeah. This I always thought looked really cool. Now we have to act. You like fries with that? We have to go and open this up because it's a container. So we need to have the translate chip. Turn that on. And we need to know what what we need. So what this is when we went and looked at all of the stuff in the temple before, it's the stuff that it says touches the vessel becomes this. And because I am cool, I went back and looked at my video, which was smart, so I had to go all the way back, and it should be this, I hope. If we're wrong, then we be fucked, but let's see. Oh, yeah, baby. Poisonous spikes come out otherwise.
Hey, that's an Environ cartridge, isn't it? And it's loose. It hasn't been incorporated into the artifact like in the other time zones. You should take it. Maybe it'll provide us with some information. Oh, sorry. This one's on the house.
So I know you probably want to play detective and everything, so... It's an Environ cart, yeah. It will play in any high-res Environ system. Now, we know for a fact that shouldn't be sitting back here. No. Well, let's jump back to Gage's place, because he's got a VCR. Let's see what's going on. Click. Oh, damn it. Oh, my God. Click. Let's go back to the apartment. You know, I keep calling it his apartment, but it's his residence, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I think of it as an apartment. It's, look at that. It says Blackwood. It says Blackwood Residence. I don't know. Whatever. Let's go back to Arthur. And... oh, what the heck?
Hey, that's nice. Birthday present?
Yeah, let's go ahead and just see what's on here. We did all this stuff. We got some evidence that we can actually do something with. Or look at. Let's see what's going on.
Yes, it's Lava Lamp 2328.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Environ cartridge. Can you can push it. What the heck? What does that even do? That's not the satellite network. What does that do? What the heck? What is this, a screensaver? Yeah, I guess so. Forgot about that. Well, how about we go and stick this in instead? What do we got? Klegmar radiation band. Okay. So it's in the good old Klegman radiation band. We gotta stick this on. Just imagine walking around with this thing stuck out of the jumpsuit's head. I guess you could. I don't know. It must still be in there. Is it still there? It's still there. All right.
Okay. This cartridge is the final piece you'll need to build a time machine. You should also have the Da Vinci Codex, which contains various formulae, the sculpture which morphs into a schematic diagram, and the medieval sword which holds the energy focusing element. This cartridge contains all existing notes, plans and diagrams on the construction of the neutrino matrix accelerator, the time machine's power source. You'll be able to recreate the accelerator from these notes. By using the formulae, schematics, and focusing element to control the accelerator and harness its power, you'll be able to turn it into a functioning time machine. The information on this cartridge has been arranged in chronological order, starting with the building of the accelerator's framework, and following the process of its construction through to the final product. Good luck. And may
Sorry to interrupt, Gage, but I need that back.
Good, you're awake. Don't bother trying to move, your suit's disabled. I've got you hooked up to the jumpsuit maintenance frame. Well, it took me a while, but I finally figured out how you did it. I remembered that Agent 8 told me that when you broke house arrest, he found you back in your old apartment, without your suit. So that was the Gage that I know. And he jumped back into the past to enlist your help, right? Because he knew that he was being watched. You certainly are resourceful, aren't you? I didn't even know that that was possible. Just when I thought I had you under my control, you go and pull something like this on me. While you were unconscious, I looked at your evidence biochip. That's some pretty incriminating stuff. Looks like I've got no choice. I'm gonna have to erase it and, mind wipe you. Well, at least you won't remember how painful it was. In fact, when you wake up back in your apartment in the year 2319, you won't remember that any of this ever happened. Or, will happen, I guess. Well, first, I've got to send back the Environ cart that you stole from me.
That stole from me. What were we thinking? We're not very nice people.
Well, despite your best efforts, humans are no longer the only beings capable of time travel. It's for the better, Gage, believe me. We just can't be trusted with such a powerful tool. Human nature would eventually drive us to use it for the wrong reasons. And if we're not the only ones with the technology, maybe we won't be as tempted to misuse it. My contact promised me that it would be given to every race of the symbiotree that wants it.
Uh-oh, Gage, this doesn't look good. The jump controls are locked out and she's got you completely immobilized. While you were taking a commercial break, she hooked us up to this thing. She's been downloading stuff from your biochips ever since. She hasn't discovered me yet, but I'm afraid it's just a matter of time. I keep trying to sneak a peek down the data stream, but I'm afraid I'm gonna stand out like a rat in a garden house. Hey, that was pretty good.
Hey, that was pretty
Anyway,
good.
I'll keep trying.
You probably think that I'm ill, that I'm insane. I really can't blame you. I mean, no one from our generation has ever seen how aggressive we can really be. Or the generation before us, for that matter. Or the ones before that. But every single one of my historical research missions involved studying war. I've been to the Nazi death camps and Hiroshima. I've seen the terrorist massacres. I've lived it. I know. You can't possibly imagine the horror of seeing a bustling city of thousands vaporized by a nuclear firestorm, or a crowd of people shredded into bloody ribbons by a single shrapnel as you watch, helpless. But that's what happens when we feel the need to bare our teeth. It's human nature. And it's not something that just a couple of 100 years can erase. Look around you. Do you know what this place is? It's a missile silo. Well, a few centuries ago, there were tens of thousands of these, and each one contained a nuclear missile powerful enough to obliterate an entire sector. That's enough to destroy the world 50 times over. Yet just 3 centuries later, even before the physical reminders are gone, we're claiming that we've matured into a peaceful race of beings. How can we be that naive?
That's it. She just hooked up the pipeline I needed. I'm gonna swim up and see if I can stop her.
You probably figured out that I was the one that rigged the security grid. I had to be able to get the things I needed from the Pegasus warehouse without being seen. But when you started asking around about the mistake in the grid, well, I mean the future you, that is, I had to change my plans. So, instead of just sending the information to my contact, I came up with the idea of hiding it in historical artifacts. Artifacts from your research dates that were also slated for sale at the Louvre art auction. That way, all I had to do was tell my contact which items to buy, and the transaction was nearly impossible to trace. And if anyone started digging around because of what they saw, well, they'd discover the ripples and come straight back to you. I even found some valuable trinkets to plant in your locker if that happened. Just that one simple move would give you a motive and the court a scapegoat. But, I didn't want to have to do it. I never thought for a second that someone might accidentally discover the ripples. I mean, how often do we do manual scans? Someone must have been bored out of their minds that day. I'm sorry, Gage. I really am. If I could be the one that was arrested, if I could take responsibility for my actions, I would in a second, believe me. I had no choice. I don't want to do this to you, but if I don't, it will all have been for nothing. If they find out how the technology was spread, they'll be able to keep it from ever happening. That's the problem with time travel. Nothing's ever safe. That's why I had to do it. I had to even the playing field, even a little. I'm sorry if I'm making you an unwilling martyr to my cause, but that's just the way it's gotta be. Please understand. Why am I even bothering with this? You're not gonna remember any of this anyway.
Gage, I'm there. It's all hooked up, everything. It's all controlled through the neural link into her suit. You can create a virus and shut the whole thing down. You just need to get into. No. There's a password, Gage. I need a password. What do you know about Michelle? I'm setting up an interface link for you. I need a password. We've both got instant Alzheimer's. See what you can dig up. Hurry!
Well, I happen to know what it is.
That's it! We're in! Only there's one thing I didn't tell you, Gage. You're gonna have to do the rest without me. I'm the virus. Thanks for the adventure. I'll see you on the other side.
What's going on? What did you do? What did you do?
So there's a lot to unpack in that scene, right? We figured out who it was that was doing all this stuff, and we got the motive, and we got all of that. It turns out, of course, it's Agent 3, Michelle, who is doing all this stuff, which is another research agent of the TSA. We also lost Arthur, and we lost, I think, all of our items, too, that were our... Well, I guess it was our... No, we should still have all of our evidence chip stuff, I think, right? Let's see. She was trying to erase us, and she didn't quite get it. Because, of course, Arthur was selfless and helped us out. So now, where are we? You might be asking. Well, like she said, we're in a missile silo. where she has been living for quite some time. And it's just, it's been renovated into a living space of sorts. And yeah, she's been hanging out in here. So what we're gonna do, we can check that out in a second, but I get something else over here, yeah. So let's go back over here. But yeah, Arthur just fucked her up and got her out of there. Which gives us a chance to be free and try and do stuff. However, I don't think I can jump. That's the thing. We don't have the jump biochip anymore. It's been fried. So we can't jump anywhere. Not that there's anywhere we would jump to. I guess we could go back to his apartment, maybe, but that would be the only thing I can think of that would even be anywhere near what we want to go to. We are looking for... Where are you? When he did this, he fried the power, right? We're on emergency backup lights here. And so we need to find another power source. That might be it over there. Looks like something straight out of Fallout, doesn't it? But I suppose that makes sense because it's a missile silo. Here we go. Generator core. Working cold fusion generator core. In the palm of your hand. If we grab that and we go over here, we can go grab that and go over here. Pop this one out. Which is a burned out core. Burned out core of a cold fusion generator. It is emitting non-lethal amounts of gamma radiation. The generator core will interfere with transport beams if not stored in your null time pocket. Where'd the other one go? No, there we go. Generator core. I was trying to remember what the hell it was called. Got that 90s goodness again with the the tracing. Excellent. We're back up and running, and we have power and everything, so we can go kind of wander around a little bit. We're going to do that in the next episode. We'll explore around Michelle's little makeshift doomsday bunker thing. And yeah, we'll see you then.